For more on this, senior reporter Ikenna joins me live from Delta State. Ikenna, talk to us. We've seen the gory pictures from Delta State, and they're really terrible. We can't even show them on air. But talk to us about what you saw when you went to Ika South.
Well, Sarah, a very black Friday, Sunday afternoon in Ika South, Agbor. And of course, it's a sad story. The tanker driver had a brake failure, and it was in a busy road in Agbor. And when it got to the traffic lights, the vehicle actually pulled over, and then when the tanker couldn't stop, and then it hit the vehicle, and then it tumbled and spilled the product, causing fire. And of course, there was an explosion, and the tanker driver and the person is carrying got burnt immediately. And then for the other persons was a woman with her children coming back probably from church, and they were able to rescue the children, but unfortunately they could not rescue her. But for the other teenager, who was just standing on the other side of the road, and when this incident happened, the 33 kVA power distribution cable fell, and when he touched him, he just burnt him to ash. And there's several buildings actually got affected. When we got there, it was still some buildings were still burning, and for some fire inside the building. You can know the extent of the fire because it's a diesel tanker, so it was fully loaded. And by the time the tanker was descending, it was on a hill, so it was descending on the valley, and that's when the brake actually failed. And they were just calling, and the brake has failed, they just give way. But I wouldn't know exactly because that's a traffic junction. They have a traffic light. Perhaps the traffic light indicated for the persons to go from the other side of the road. That's why he entered, not knowing that this tanker had a brake failure. So when the incident happened, it caused the explosion. It's an unfortunate thing, and the Delta State government actually mourned the death, and of course send their commiseration to the families of those who died. Of course, those who survived, 3 persons are in hospital, definitely sending that for quick recovery. And the Delta State Deputy Governor will need to go to Agbor tomorrow to see how the thing happened. At the moment, Sarah, the one part of the road has been blocked, and it's causing a gridlock on that axis of Agbor.
Ikenna, I want to know how emergency responders handled the situation, because just like you said that when you got to the scene, you could still see fire in certain buildings that were affected. Have they been able to contain the fire? Now, what's the information you're getting? And really, what measures have been taken to evacuate the area?
Well, when I got there, the first responders had actually come, and they're taking care of the fire, the main fire coming out from the tanker, and of course those vehicles at the building. And of course, because it's a flammable substance, as the fire has been put out, the fire has gone. But for some of the parts of the building that were caught on fire initially, there are some materials still burning there, but it's actually the fire is under control at the moment. But just some fire still burning there. And of course, the fire responders actually came as the time they came, because it's involved material that are very flammable. It has already consumed a lot of houses and buildings, and of course burnt those who died and those who injured as well. So, and perhaps it's about what they will do next in containing, taking out the vehicles, and of course making sure that the road is free. Sarah.
The concerns, of course, would be the environmental impact of this explosion in that area. Can you help us understand what you see in this area? What's the area like? Is it a business area? And what do you think the environmental impact would be like?
A lot, because all the products spilled, and it was actually very, very fortunate that it's not on a busy Monday or weekdays, because it was on a Sunday, so people didn't go to work. If he burnt a bank, you can imagine what would have happened. A bank is always full of people in front of the bank, and of course customers. So if it was on a Sunday, on a Monday, it could have been much more disaster. So, but the environmental impact on that area, definitely the whole product spill. So it's actually affecting. When you approach that place, you will smell the scent of the diesel that actually spilled from the tanker. And of course, definitely the ministry, as the deputy governor is going there tomorrow, the Ministry of Environment will actually be going to assess what has happened and how to actually remediate what has happened. Sarah.
Senior reporter Ikenna Amaechi for us in Delta State. We'll get back to you some other time to give us more updates on that. Our condolences with the families that lost their loved ones.